Hello and welcome to Color Up. I've got a question for you. Is it better to make a pass and come bet with odds, or is it better to make place bets? Everyone usually has an opinion about this one way or the other, but let me give you something to think about. What if the table had a $10 maximum bet? Would your answer change? Let's talk about it. You might be thinking a $10 maximum table, that's just a ridiculous scenario to be thinking about. Well, if you live in New Hampshire, that is actually a fact that they have to deal with. So this was news to me as well, but Bob over at Boston Billiard Club and Casino, it's actually today's hat of the week. He sent me this really sweet hat. I love when hats have the logo over here on the side. So it's actually a billiard club, but in the back they have like a miniature casino. They have a full craps table, and it's really cool. I definitely suggest you check it out. But in New Hampshire, they have a $10 maximum bet. So I was thinking, how would I approach the game differently if I had that requirement of only having a $10 maximum bet? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So $10 max really changes the game. If you're a place bettor, think about that. You can't press your bets. So you're going to max out and be flat betting at $10. So maybe you consider, if you're a presser typically, maybe now you become a regression player and you regress your bets after a few rolls. If you're a pass or come player, you bet $5, you can only add $10 in odds behind it. That's the max. You hit your table max there. It's basically a 2 times odds table. The problem with tables that don't allow 5 times or more in odds is typically the place bets are going to pay more for an equivalent bet. For instance, let's say the point's 4. And so we've got $5 on the line, 10 behind it, and we got a $15 place bet. The 4 hits, we're going to win 5 in the front, and we're going to win 2 to 1 or $20 behind the line for a grand total of a $25 win. Our $15 4 place bet, well, that's going to pay 9 to 5. $15, you're going to win $27. You actually make more money off a place bet. That's actually the case with all the numbers. You're going to win more with a place bet when you're only playing 2, 3. I think the cutoff is like 4 times on some of the numbers. And then once you're at 5 times odds, the odds bet is going to pay more than the place bet. Now the trick is we can't really have a fair comparison because we can't bet $15 on our numbers here. So we can only bet $10. Where here we can bet $5 as a flat bet and then $10 in odds. So it's going to be very difficult to compare the two bets. They're very different bets. For instance, the pass line on the come out roll, that first roll, same with the come, you have a 2 to 1 advantage that you're going to win the bet. Now your odds bet, you can add it. It's a great bet, 0 house edge, and it pays at true odds. The only problem is the only time you can make this bet is when you're at the disadvantage or you're most likely to lose versus the 7. Another thing that I like about playing this way is let's say you make a come bet, you don't have everything at risk. It kind of acts like a little miniature hedge for at least one roll. So if you do 7 out, lose your pass, and maybe you have some other come bets, at least that final come does get paid. Now the place bets, they're going to win the first time and every time they roll, which is nice. The problem is a great advantage to place bets is that you can press them up. Well, at a $10 max table, you just can't do that. So that big advantage is diminished. Another great advantage of place bets is you can actually remove them. Remember, the pass line is a contract bet. You can remove the odds, but the pass and come, they're contract bets. They have to stay remaining. But if you make a place bet on the numbers, you can pull them down at any time. Now, the problem with that is it's a guessing game. If you pull it down too early, you may miss out on profit potentially as the dice keep rolling. You pull it down too late, obviously you're going to lose your bet when the 7 rolls. So what I'm going to do is a live roll and kind of compare the two versus each other. Now, again, it's not a true or fair comparison, but I'm going to try to make things as best I can. For instance, the place bets, they're going to be at $10 max, so I can't press them. So my other option is just to ride it out, or the other advantage of a place bet is to regress them down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and place $10 on each of them, and all right, setting my rules here. 4 rolls, I'm going to regress, or in my case, I'll just go ahead and turn off my place bets. So in that case, it kind of makes the place bettor, at least for this example, a conservative player. Now my pass and come player, I'm going to make 4 bets. So I'll start on the pass and do double odds, or $10, so $15 a bet. And then I'm going to follow that up with 3 more bets. So I'm going to try to get 4 numbers going, which will be the max. And so that'll be a total of $60. So $60 for the pass and come player, and I'll do $60 for the place bet player. Now you may be saying, whoa, 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 you can't play $10 on the 6 and 8. Well, that's kind of an issue. In New Hampshire, that is the maximum. They do not let you go up to $12, which would be the proper amount to get paid properly. So you bet $10, you're only going to get, they're going to have to round down, you only get paid 11. Obviously, whoever wrote or made these rules in New Hampshire, they really didn't know too much about the game of craps, because I mean that's pretty basic or standard. They could have made an exception, to allow you to go up to $12 on the 6 and 8. I mean, it's a pretty standard bet. So I think I've explained all the rules and got that in place. Let's go ahead and check out how they both work with a live roll. All right, each player has $300. This is going to be your pass player. This is going to be our place bet player. And let's get it going. Here we go, new shooter coming out. Looking for a point. Point's going to be 5. 5 is the point. So we're going to follow that up with $10 in odds and get down in the come. Place bet player is going to drop the dealer 60. And here we go. 10. 10's the number. So this come will travel to the 10. We'll go ahead and drop the dealer another 10 in for odds. And our place bet player, he's going to win there. He's going to win 18. He gets paid 9 to 5. That's our first hit. I think earlier I may have said 4 rolls. I'm going to go ahead and do 4 hits. It'll just be easier to keep track of. Of course, that will require longer rolls, but I think I could do it. All right, here we go. And there's an 8. So the come's going to travel. Go ahead and drop the dealer 10 for odds. Get down in the come. Our 8 here is going to get paid $11. Again, it should be paid 14 for 12, but we're going to be shorted and only get 11 for our $10 bet. That's 2 hits for him. And there's the 4. So this is going to travel to the 4. We'll drop 10 for odds. So we've got 60 invested for that. For our pass line player, he's done. And our 4 is going to get paid 18. Let's go ahead and give 2 for 20 to our dealer. That's his 3rd hit. 1 more hit and he's done. All right, here we go. And right back on that 4. Again, our place player is going to get paid 18. Let's go ahead and give 2 for 20. Player here is going to come down, get paid flat on the flat bet and 2 to 1 for the odds. Rack all that up. We're not going to make any more come bets because we're just investing $60 per shooter. And our place player, he's hit all 4, so he's going to go ahead and go off. Now I get this comment a lot. If you go off and wait for a new shooter, mathematically it doesn't matter. And that is true. The 7 is going to come 1 in 6 rolls, whether I go off and then come back on the next roll, 10 rolls from now, 100 rolls from now. The math really doesn't matter. The reason I believe players do it is just more money management reasons. We've got our hits, we've collected. Now we go off. It's, we're safe from this shooter at least. We're not going to lose any money on this shooter. So it's more, more money management. On the next shooter, we're going to start over and risk our $60 again. So that's really the reason I believe that, the only reason behind it. Technically, you're not doing anything. The one thing nice about it is because craps is a negative EV game, the long run, the house edge does eat you away. Anytime you are off on your bets, you're not making bets, you're not losing money. So that's a good thing. All right, our pass line player is going to ride it out. He's looking for that 5, 8, or 10, and there's that 10. Nice. So that's going to come down. Paid 1 in the front, 2 to 1 in the back. Go ahead and rack that up. And we're still rolling. Here we go. 5 or 8, and we got a 6. And there's a 3 craps. We don't care about that. And there's the 5. There we go. Hit our point. Running out of chips here. So 1 even in the front, 3 2 in the back. Puck's going to come off. Now it's the same shooter, so we're going to let him come out. He's still got a bet up here working, so let's see what happens with him. Here we go. And point's going to be 9. 9's the point. I don't really want to invest more than $60, but we'll go ahead and pull from our winnings and invest so we have odds. If you're going to play this way, you probably should have odds behind that pass line. So we got the 5 and 9 working for us. Here we go. 11 yo. Did I say 5 and 9? I meant 8 and 9. But it doesn't matter because there's a 7. 7 out. Puck's going to come off. So we're going to have a new shooter. All right, new shooter. Here we go. Coming out. 8's going to be the point. Let's go ahead and get our odds behind the 10. We'll get in the come. This guy's working, and here we go. Not coming out. We're just playing. Here we go. 11. 11 in the come. That's a quick win. Nice. We'll just rack that up. Looking for some numbers. Here we go. And we got a 5. No field 5. So this will travel. Go ahead and drop our odds for the 5. This will go in the come. Our player here is going to get paid 14. He doesn't have any 1s, so we'll go ahead and pay him out 14. That's his first hit. And here we go. And there's a 9. Come's going to travel to the 9. Go ahead and drop the dealer another 10 for odds. We'll go back in the come. This player is going to get paid 14. He's got some 1s now, so we'll go ahead and do 1 for 15. Was that our second hit? Yeah, I think so. And there's right back on that 9. So again, we're going to get paid 14. Let's do 1 for 15 instead. And our come player, he's going to be off and on. So he's going to get paid 1 unit for his flat and 3 to 2 for the back. So we'll just collect the winnings and rack that up and keep going. So that was our third hit. And dice off the table, no roll. I should ask for same dice, right? Or turn my bets off. I'm gonna risk it. Here we go. And come on, 9. Again, 14 for 14. We're gonna do 15 for 1. We're gonna go off and on again. So 1 for the flat and 3 to 2 in the back. I'm out of 5s. I need to buy some more 5s. All right, that's unusual. I need some more chips. I'm gonna go ahead and buy from this player. Buy $100 in chips from him. So we got paid there. Go ahead and rack that up. I believe that's our 4th hit, 3rd or 4th hit. Doesn't matter, I'll just be safe. Go off. Our comeback player, he's still just rolling out there. Looking for some more 9s. Again, dice off the table. I'm not gonna ask for same dice because I think I'm gonna hit a 9. Here we go. Oh, are you kidding me? Of course. Should have called him off, right? Well, actually he was off, but should have asked for same dice. Okay, so our pass line player is going to lose here. Lose all this. He's going to win in the come. Go ahead and rack that up. And puck comes off. So we're going to have a new shooter. Let's go ahead and get down on the line. New shooter, here we go, coming out. Point's gonna be 8, 8 hard. 8's the point. Let's go ahead, get our odds down, get in the come. Place bet's ready to go. Here we go. Come on. Yeah, I know, I need a new table. Maybe I should start a Patreon account or something and get some funds for a table, a real table. That'd be really awesome. All right, yeah, here we go. Not same dice, and the 7 didn't get us that time. Said I rolled a 6, so it's going to travel up behind the 6. Drop our money for odds, 10 and odds. In the come. Place bet player is going to win 11. 11 for 10. That's his first hit on this new shooter. And here we go. We got an 8, 8 hard. That's our point. This travels up behind the 8. Go ahead and pay this guy out. 6 to 5 there in the back. Go ahead and give the dealer 10 for our odds just so we don't forget it. We'll go ahead and rack everything else. Our place bet player is going to win 11. That's his second hit. Puck's going to come off. And same shooter coming out. Here we go. And right back on that 8, okay? Plus, we hit here. But again, our odds are off, so those just get returned to you. But the flat bet does win. So we can go ahead and rack that. Let's go ahead and get our odds behind our pass. And I don't remember how much, if we invested, if we've done $60 for the shoe or not. I know we hit the 8 a couple times. We'll go ahead and try and get one more point going. And of course, our place bet shooter is now back on. Here we go. Up against the wall is a 6-1-7, 7 out. All right. Everyone's going down there. Come wins in the end. Go ahead and run out of room to rack that up. Puck's off. New shooter, here we go. Coming out, here we go. And it's going to be 8, shooting some 8s. Let's go ahead and drop our odds, our come bet. Place bet's ready, here we go. And it's going to be 5, no field 5. Come's going to travel. Go ahead and drop them our odds. Getting the come. Our 5 is going to win. He's going to win 14. Let's go ahead and do 15 for 1. That's his first hit. Here we go. And 6 hard. Come's going to travel. And we're out of, let's go ahead and change this in for 5s. Need a few more here. Change it 100. And he needs to get his odds on a 6. Down in the come, our place player needs paid for his 6, which is 11. And that is his second hit, I believe. And here we go. 8. That's our point. Come's going to travel. Go ahead and play this player, his 11. That's his third hit. And we're going to get paid 1 in the front, 3 to 2 in the back. We're running out of room here. That's a good sign. Puck's going to come off. And yeah, here we go. Same player coming out. And new point's going to be 6. So this is going to come on. Our odds were off, but we are going to get paid for our flat. So this just gets returned. We do have a winning there. Let's go ahead and rack that up. Let's move this over here. That's our initial bankroll. Let's go ahead and drop the money to cover our 8. And then we'll dig into our winnings to cover the, just because we want odds. If we're going to pay the pass, let's get some odds on it. All right, here we go. And we got another 6, great. That's our point again. Let's go ahead and play the place player first. Again, he's going to get cheated at 11 for 10. And that's his 4th time. So actually he's going to go off, which is kind of a weird situation because he's off anyway because the puck's going to come off. I don't know. I am out of 5s again. Let's go ahead and give this player 100 and collect these 5s, which is a good sign when the house is running out of money. So we're going to get paid 1 in the front and 6 for every 5 in the back. Go ahead and rack that up. Puck's going to come off. So same shooter coming out. And 3 craps. It's no good for us, so this is a loser. Go ahead and foul it up. And we got a 5. 5's the new point. We have the 5 covered, but the odds are off, so that'll just come down and get returned, but our flat bet wins. Go ahead and rack all that up. Go ahead and use some of that to cover our odds. Now again, it's kind of a weird situation. We've had 4 hits, so we're off, but it's a new roll for, although it's the same shooter, so do you go back on? Maybe it's a hot shooter. I don't know. You know, I'm just going to stick to 4 hits per shooter and be done with it. So same hot shooter. Here we go. 11 yo. We're looking for the 5 or the 8. And 4 hard. 6, I'm sorry, 8. So we hit here. So that's going to come down. 1 in the front. 6 for every 5 back here. He still has his 5 rocking, so let's see what happens. There's 10. And 8 hard. Looking for that 5 shooter. Up against the wall, we have a 8. It's a 5-3-8. Dice rolled there, but it was a 5. And an 8 again. Looking for that 5 shooter. Let's go. There it is. No, I'm sorry. 6 hard. It's late at night. And nope, not going to happen. 7 out. So we lose here, but that's okay. We had a pretty good roll of it. Puck's going to come off. This could come off because we're going to roll for the next shooter. Let's go ahead and get down on the line again. Here we go. New shooter coming out. 11 yo. Just a quick win on the front. And 5. 5's the new point. Mark the 5. Let's go ahead and get our odds down, our come bet down, our place bet player. He's ready to go. He's been standing by for a little while. There's the 5. Great. That's our point. This is going to travel. Go ahead and play our player 1 in the front, 3 to 2 in the back. He's just going to rack all that up. And actually, let's go ahead and give the dealer 2 odds so we don't forget that. Our place player needs played. Place bet player needs paid. He's going to get paid 14. We'll go ahead and do 1 for 15. Puck is off. Place bets are off, although he has 1 hit. Our odds bet is off. And same shooter looking for a point. Here we go. 4 hard. 4 is the point. Go ahead and get our odds down. Come bet. These guys are ready. These guys are working with 1 hit so far. And here we go. 5. That's great for both players. Place player is going to get paid 14. We'll go ahead and do 1 for 15. Here we're going to get paid off and on. So we get 1 for the flat and 3. We'll get 3 to 2 for our odds bet. Go ahead and rack that up. That's 2 hits for our place bet player. There's a 10, 10 hard. That's going to get paid 18. Let's go ahead and give 2 for 20. Come's going to travel behind the 10. Go ahead and drop our odds. And yeah, one more come bet. Gonna have to buy some more 5. Oh, geez. More 5s from our player. Make sure. Want to go flying somewhere? No. So this is 100. Give him 100. And here we go. I have no idea how many hits. I think maybe that might be the 3rd hit for our place bet player. Let's go with it. And 11 yo. Just a quick win in the come. And there's an 8. 8 hard. This is going to travel behind the 8. Go ahead and drop our odds for that. And 8 is going to pay 11. Is that our 4th hit? Probably, because all these come bets are up. So yeah, that should be our 4th hit. So this player's done. He's going to go off. Again, when in doubt, never hurts to be off. It's pretty safe. So now we got our pastime player. He's rolling with the 4, 5, 8, and 10. Here we go. Let's see it. Come on. 7 out. Not what we wanted to see. All right, puck's off. And do we have enough? Not really, because this is all winnings. We got a little bit left, so I'll go ahead and play with a little bit. You know, we'll do one more. He's got 1 point to get. And then this player still has some more money to run through with his initial bankroll. And it's not exactly correct because sometimes I reused the pass line play, or I pulled some odds from the winnings, whatever. But I'm going to let him establish 1 more point and let our place bet player play 1 more round. All right, here we go. Coming out. 4 hard. So that looks like all there is for him as far as his initial bankroll. So he's got the 4, and our place bet better is working. Here we go. Looking for some numbers. Nope. 7 out. It's a loser for everybody. I was running out of 5s. Now I got too many 5s. So that's off. Our place bet player does have enough money, so we're going to assume someone else is shooting. We're going to let him establish a point. 2 craps, and then we're going to do our 60 across. 10 hard. 10's the point. All right. About 60 there. Oh, a little bit more. And he doesn't have enough for another shooter, so he'll be done after this round. And yeah, so he's looking for 4 hits. Here we go. And an 8. 10's gonna play not 12, only 11. Got all excited there. All right, his first hit. And we've got a 9. That's gonna get paid 14. We're gonna go ahead and give the dealer 1 for 15. Second hit. Let's see, 2 more, let's go. Right back on that 9. Again, we'll do 1 for 15. 3 hits, and here we go. Let's see, 1 more hit. Come on, 6 hard. We'll take it. It's going to get paid 11. Nice thing about place bets, we're done. We're walking away from the casino. We can pull all these down. So yeah, there you go. You'll see the numbers down the side. I don't really know by looking at the racks how either player did, but we had some short rolls, some long rolls. You know, it's really, both styles have some advantages. Both styles have disadvantages. It's just your comfort level. And both of them depend on how the dice roll, whether they're gonna work or not. So, you know, let me know down in the comments. This was a little tricky. Forgive me if there's any mistakes in it, but yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the video. When in New Hampshire, go check out Boston Billiard Club and Casino. I know I will be. And yeah, until next time, good luck on coloring up.